I'm going to show you how to fit the Kerr collar into a pair of shoulder pads. So as you can see, the Kerr collar is contoured to fit directly into a pair of shoulder pads and be laced in to make sure it stays in place. We're going to see the opening of the Kerr collar to be here. You're going to take the top part, what I mean by the top string is the one towards the back, is going to be placed underneath the hard piece of plastic. The lower string, which near the opening of the Kerr collar, is going to be over the plastic. Again, the top one under, the lower one over, and you're going to tie this into position. Once you have it tied, you can double knot it just to make sure. You can triple knot it if you like. We want to make sure that this does not come undone. Then we're going to the other side. We want to make sure the front of the Kerr collar is hitting this part of the shoulder pads. The top string will go under the hard piece of plastic of the shoulder pads. The bottom string will come across, so that is how it is supposed to look. And we will tie it the back of the collar will be held in position. It is not to be pulled all the way down. It is just to fit nice and even. Tie it into the back of the shoulder pads like so. And what you're going to notice is that when the Kerr collars fit in the perfect position, the compressive element should be right on the sides in the center. The opening of the Kerr collar should be in the front here, open. It is not to be tight. The back is held in place. The Kerr collar is contoured specifically to fit into shoulder pads. Nice and open in the front. This part of the Kerr collar should be hitting the side of the player's neck, touching the skin, not indenting, but barely touching the skin. If you look underneath, inside the shoulder pad, the streamlined design of the base of the Kerr collar fits into the shoulder pads, not changing the design of the shoulder pads, but rather working with the shoulder pads as to create a nice, comfortable fit. When the Kerr collar is put in for the first time and one side feels more loose than the other, just untie, tighten it, and retie. Do not forget to double knot or you triple knot. This is just to hold it in place. If you feel like the Kerr collar is too tight around the neck, you can either loosen this up in front, open up the shoulder pads if you have that capability, a ½ inch, or you can pull this tighter to open up this area. When you put the shoulder pads on with the Kerr collar already laced into the pads, you can use your hands to pull the Kerr collar apart. Put the shoulder pads on. Kerr collar is already in position. Lace them in. Strap your shoulder pads on. Kerr collar is already laced in and you're ready to play. As you can see, that when you have the Kerr collar into the shoulder pads, this is how it should look. That's from the back, from the side, and from the front. It's only at the point of impact does the Kerr collar engage. So through normal activity, normal physical play, you should not be restricted at all during movements.